There's a bit more well-known one place called Yen Yen Shaokao, which is on.
Don't talk about that place. That place is dirt.
It's dirty, but it's awesome.
Dirt.
It's dirty.
And I love it. It's great, and they make their own beer, and the beer's kind of dodgy. And
Don't listen to them.
Some of it tastes like bacon, but it's awesome.
Don't listen to them.
And they do like potatoes that are floating in sauce that are really nice. And
That place that used to do scorpions on Tianjin is not there anymore, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, that's a shame. We could have plugged that.
Now, I went to Tianjin the other day. I did have some char, and it was very good. But the reason I went there was not for the char, but was for what we talked about last week, archery.
Oh, yeah.
I went and checked that out, and that was pretty cool. It was not bad. I forget how much we paid for it,
It's
but
like 40 kwai a quiver or something.
yeah,
Yeah, like
something
a zoo.
that. Cool, but it was okay. I got a big bruise on my arm out of it.
Yeah, with the string hits. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in the Dalian World Trade Building. It's on like the 4th floor or the 6th
It
floor.
was really tricky to find.
Yeah.
You're on Tianjin, and I have a video made. I'll put a link to it. But you sort of hang a left off Tianjin, and then I don't know.
It's not in that big building anymore.
I'm not sure where it is. It's not in the World Trade Center, no.
Odd.
Unless maybe there's two places.
Maybe.
But this place is on like the.
We've done a lot of research for this show, by the way.
It's on the 4th or 5th floor of a mall, and I'll put a correction in here.
Fair enough. Yep, so watch this space, I guess.
So what are you guys doing for the holidays?
Nothing.
I'm spending it on my couch
Because you're not feeling
because
well.
my guts are still messed up.
If I had my way, I think I'd stick around. But as it happens, I'm going to be heading to Shanghai for a trip.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, while we're on the topic, I mean, what holiday destinations are there? And if you're working in Dalian, you don't usually get too much holiday time.
No,
But
except when everybody else gets the same holiday time.
What areas are within reach from Dalian that are of interest to people that might be listening?
I've never been, but people talk about Dandong a lot.
Yeah.
I've been there twice.
You've been there twice?
Yeah.
How is it?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Well, not awesome, but it's
It's good for a couple of days, isn't it?
it's cool because
Yeah.
you can look across the water and you can see North Korea, which is not something that a lot of people on this planet get to do, besides North Koreans. And
Well, they don't get to look across to North Korea because they're in North Korea.
Shut up. Unless there's a mirror across the water.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Something like that.
Yeah, but no, it's cool. I mean, you can take a train up there. I don't know how long the train takes these days. I believe since I've been there, they've instituted an express train. How long does it take to get up there? Any
I
idea?
don't know, but
I don't know on the train. On the bus, it's now like 4 hours, I think. The non-stopping bus.
Yeah, because like Ty and Heather went the other week, didn't they?
Yeah, you have to get one of the Tiger buses up there. That'll take you quite quickly. If you get the stopping buses, it could be 6 hours.
I think the important thing to say is that it can be done in a weekend if you were pressed for time and you wanted to, for example, take a weekend out of Dalian. You could do it in a weekend.
There's not much to do beyond like a weekend, really. There's a
Well,
section of Great Wall.
There is a section of
Yeah.
Great Wall. You can take a boat out on the Yalu River
Yeah.
and browse around and look at the beach in North Korea and see all the poor people, which is depressing, but you can do that. There's also, just outside of Dandong, there's a mountain called Phoenix Mountain or Fenghuang Shan,
Yeah.
which is worth a look as well. It's not great. It's a mountain.
It's stuff to do
It's
for
okay.
a couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what you want. And one thing I find, although maybe if you look in Lonely Planet or Rough Guide or something like that, not much is mentioned about Liaoning province, but there really is quite a bit to do in the province. And I think one of the nice things about Liaoning is that there's not very much mention about it in the guidebook. So wherever you go, you're getting a real sort of a flavour of what things are like beyond the beaten track.
Yeah.
One of my recommendations is a place called Qingyanse, which is reachable by day. Like if you leave at about 6 in the morning, you can get up
Where
there.
is this place?
It's do you know Inner Mongolia?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a province of China, just on the Liaoning and Inner Mongolian border, about half.
I didn't know
Most of the way
Liaoning
up there.
bordered Inner Mongolia.
It does, yeah,
Really?
it does.
That's ridiculous.
My wife's hometown is up near there. People still live in yurts around there. They got like
a yurt.
little autonomous regions. I've been in one, but it was a really touristy one. It wasn't like actually lived in. Yurts are cool.
One of those fancy tourist yurts.
Tourist yurts. Yeah, I wanted to go in like a real live yurt.
Holiday Inn yurt.
Yeah. Qingyan is a temple complex. It's an operational temple complex. It's not a tourist destination. People go there to offer thanks for good fortune they've had during the year.
I can't go there.
No?
I have a temple complex.
A temple complex.
Sorry.
You're a jerk.
It had to be said. What other holiday destinations are there? I mean, there's obviously Qingdao is just across the water, which is
supposed to be
okay.
40 minutes
Pretty
by
fun.
plane. You know, it's
Yeah.
and not that expensive. Beijing's doable in a weekend because
Yeah.
you'd go overnight. You get on the train at 10 o'clock.
Sleeper trains.
Yeah. Now the closest big metropolis is Shenyang, which everybody's kind of divided as to whether or not that's worth visiting.
It's an arsehole.
Well, I've heard people say that if the map of China, if Liaoning province is an arm, Shenyang is kind of the armpit,
Yeah,
which
for good reason.
I don't know. Maybe that's just Dalian people talking because there's a very big rivalry between Dalian people and Shenyang people.
Yeah, Dalian's nice and Shenyang isn't.
Well, Shenyang is officially the capital, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the capital of the province.
It's bigger
At
than
one point, it
Dalian,
was the
so-
capital of the country as well. It's got that little mini Forbidden City right in the middle.
Yeah.
Culturally, they got a bit more going on, but that's it.
Yeah, there's
Well-
a couple of like ancient like tombs and stuff.
I've
there.
gone there with
Yeah.
some friends, and I haven't been there too many times. But my friends that have been there recently, they say it's much better than it was in past years.
Yeah, you can
I-
go there for the day as
I
well.
was there last October holiday actually for about 4 days, and I had a blast.
I went up for
Only because you know someone up there.
Yeah, like I had a friend.
It's
some
not a
friends staying up
tourist-friendly
there.
place.
I went up
Not
for-
terribly, no. But there was a botanical gardens up there that were awesome. They were really cool. They were really fun, and like I had a picnic in them, and it was really cool.
You had a picnic?
Yeah, I'd never had a picnic before, so like we bought wine and cheese and bread and a bunch of stuff, and went out in the botanical gardens and sat there and had a
Picturing
picnic.
some
See,
sort of
that kind of
sounds of
stuff is
music
fun.
thing
I
going
enjoy
on.
that kind of crap. Like, I mean, you'll get quite a few stares if you're going to have sort of a picnic. We used to do it just over here at Walmart.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
We
You had a picnic in Walmart?
No, we didn't do that, but we
Food's
went
close by.
we went down to Walmart. This was when there was actually a big screen at Olympic Square, and they would show football games.
Okay.
Yeah,
Before my time.
We would go downstairs and we bought a wash basin. Big wash basin, right?
yeah.
Like a
And
baby
then we
bath?
would go to the fish market, and we would ask them for ice.
Okay.
And because it's Walmart, they're like, all by customer satisfaction, they got to give you the ice. And I'm like,
Okay.
cool, all right, great. And then we go buy beer,
Yeah,
and then put it in the basin of
Fish
ice.
ice.
And,
Yeah.
and we'd go and sit up in Olympic Square, and we'd watch the football game and sip our beer, which was quite fun. And it was a really good exercise in people watching, and people would come by and say, "Hey, what are you guys doing there with the wash basin and the beer?"
and fish
And
ice.
then we're like, "We're drinking the beer in the wash basin."
The wash basin keeps it cold.
Yeah,
It's not really a picnic, is it?
No, it's not really a
It's
picnic.
just getting drunk in public.
It's like a picnic without the food, and replace the food with beer, and that's
Replace the grass
You're just
with
getting drunk in public.
concrete
It's
and-
like,
yeah.
it's effectively
Goose
like.
Nick.
It's a shame though, because you're right. They used to have those like big TV screens,
man.
like at Zhongshan
Do
Square.
they still
and
have the one at Zhongshan
I
Square?
don't think they do.
I haven't
It's-
seen it.
If they have it, it's not been on for
If I'm not
ages.
mistaken, I think the only one that they have right now is at Shanghai Square.
They got one out
well, the
there.
biggest one. I mean, they have a big screen out there, and they have
Yeah.
one on Xianlu at the Roosevelt building. They have.
Alright.
Oh
by the
yeah,
cinema.
they
I don't
do.
know, I need
But
it.
does anyone actually watch anything on it? I don't think they do.
Well,
It's more
when
for
the Olympics
adverts.
were on, there was quite a few people there.
Yeah, it's a shame because they used to have that sort of thing, and a couple of years ago, you could just go and watch the football. They quite soccer mad here in Dalian for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And they used to show all the games free to air on the big screens in public squares, which was always a laugh. Get to meet people that way. Unfortunately, they don't do that anymore.
Too bad. Everything's moved indoors.
Too late. Yeah,
All right. Well, is there anything else we wanted to touch on this week?
I think there is.
No, I don't think so.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Well, again, if anybody does want to email us, our tentative email address, and I think this is okay, is DaPod, DAPOD, @dalian.com.